I never thought I'd be able to get a Trophy Room Jordan 1, but here we are. Orlando-based retailer Trophy Room, let's just say, doesn't have the best reputation with sneakerheads. After the fiasco surrounding their Jordan 1 High collaboration, which saw thousands of pairs being secured by resellers prior to the release, leading to accusations of backdooring. Fast forward a few years later, and we finally have a new Trophy Room collab, this time on the Jordan 1 Low. These were more accessible, but were these worth the wait? In this video, I'll be reviewing the Trophy Room Jordan 1 Low. So these dropped in pretty limited quantities at select Jordan retailers as well as the Sneakers app for a retail price of $160 or 160 euros. And in Europe at least, only a handful of retailers managed to get these. I got super lucky with my pair, managed to get a W on the Kith app. It does seem like these are going for quite a lot on the resale market, and it's been a while since we've seen that on a Jordan. The first time we were introduced to this pair was on an episode of Full Size Run when Marcus Jordan himself showed up on the episode and showcased these. In case you guys don't know who he is the owner of Trophy Room as well as the son of Michael Jordan himself. And on the show he did reveal two different versions of the shoe, the first of which was the home version, which was in fact only available at Trophy Room themselves, and it did feature a white swoosh instead of a black one. But now let's get into the sneakers. So the inspiration behind these shoes came from two sources. The first was the Fleer rookie card of Michael Jordan from 1986. In fact, if you look at the home version of the shoe, you will notice the blue and yellow trims along the edges. These do come directly from that rookie card. And the second inspiration was an image of Michael Jordan in his Bulls warm-up gear wearing the black toe ones. And with these, Trophy Room came out with a reverse black toe colorway. You got black at the back and red at the front. Of course, there are plenty of other details of the shoe which we will get into. Starting off with the box, and you get a very special box here, which as usual I am a big fan of. You'll notice it's got kind of like a faded detail, which once again goes back to those rookie cards and the natural fading you see on these cards over time. You also got the Trophy Room logo up top, and it also says official edition. Underneath the lid of the box, there's also a date here which says 12th of September 1984, which is significant because that is the day that Michael Jordan signed his first ever NBA contract. But then have a look at what seems like a box within a box. You get this packaging which says premium issue, one pair of shoes, two sets of laces. Once again, this is a nod to collecting basketball cards. And now getting into the shoes, now I have to say that when I first saw pictures and videos of this shoe, I wasn't overly impressed. Wasn't too crazy about the material choices in particular, but I have to say these do look very impressive in hand. It has the look and feel of a premium product, which to me is super important when it comes to collabs. And the model they have chosen this time, after choosing the Jordan 1 High the first time, they've now gone with the low top. It is done in the OG cut. However, it's not really a true Jordan 1 OG, and I can tell that simply by looking at the number of lace holes. There are 7 lace holes on the shoe. The real OG Jordan 1 Lows in fact had 8 different lace holes, and really the only collab in the last few years that featured that really true OG cut is in fact all of the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Lows. And getting into the sneakers, let's start off with the material on the mudguard. It does feel like a satin material, but it doesn't feel like the same satin we saw on the Bread Reimagined. It feels like a more premium version of that material, and according to Marcus Jordan himself, they chose this material because they wanted it to feel like those vintage jerseys from back in the day, back in the 80s. And you can see the Trophy Room logo embroidered into that satin. The toe box and the mid panels are done in this muslin color, which is not exactly white. I would describe it as kind of like a grayish white, a very light grayish white. And I'm not 100% sure what this material is that they've used on the toe. I can't tell if it feels like leather, suede, or nubuck. It looks like leather, but it feels more like a suede. At least the good thing about this shoe is that they haven't put too much satin on there, so you won't have to worry too much about those really bad crease marks that you would have gotten if they chose to make the toe box in satin as well. The swoosh of the sneaker is completely embroidered, and this away version does come in black. And for me, I'm not a huge fan of that swoosh just because I know if I'm going to be wearing the shoe, it's quite possible that the shoes will come into contact with other objects. And when that does happen, it's very likely that some of these threads pockets might come loose. So I mean, it's a pretty cool look, but I could have done with a different type of swoosh here. Moving back to the heel, which I gotta say is actually my favorite part about the shoe. The material seems to be made out of some type of textile. It kind of feels and looks like corduroy. And you also got Michael Jordan's signature, which is embroidered into the heel. And check out that very nice looking wings logo. To me, that looks awesome. You don't often see that on a Jordan 1, but that right there makes the shoe a very premium feeling shoe. You get this polyester tongue on the shoe, which does have a unique pattern on it. And you see that same polyester also on the inner lining of the shoe. The laces are pretty interesting with this pair. So you get 3 sets of laces. The standard ones are black. You also get a white pair as well as yellow. All 3 of these laces are waxed laces. The yellow one for me is the most interesting because I really didn't expect to see yellow laces on a Chicago style colorway, but it kind of works somehow. I don't know how. I like the fact that Jordan Brand threw in these yellow laces because of course there are numerous Jordan shoes that look pretty much exactly like this colorway. Throwing the yellow laces on this pair really differentiates the shoe from those other ones. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. What do you feel about the yellow laces? Which are the laces that you're gonna leave on your pair? The insoles of the shoe are also inspired by the rookie card. So you have a blue insole on the left pair with the Jordan logo and a yellow insole with the Trophy Room logo on the right pair. The midsole of the sneaker is done in sail, giving it that nice vintage touch, which we like. And when it comes to sizing with the shoe, I definitely suggest going true to size. That is what fit me the best. In some other Jordan 1 low collabs, such as the Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows, in those I think I could comfortably go down half a size, but in these, true to size seems to be the right width. I do go true to size in pretty much every Jordan model, including the 1 highs and Jordan 4, Jordan 3s as well. I go a half size down in Air Force 1s just to give you guys some sizing reference. You do definitely want to get the right size on this pair just to avoid unnecessary creasing. The shoes do really pop on feet. I think now that we're going into the summertime, a nice pair of Jordan 1 lows like this, and probably the most hyped Jordan 1 low of the year, these are definitely going to look good on feet. And speaking of hype, let's look at the resale prices of the shoe, because honestly, I am pretty surprised with how high the prices are on this pair. Considering that Jordan hype has pretty much evaporated over the last year, I really wasn't expecting the shoe to resell for anywhere between $500 to $600 right now, which is what it's going for. Especially considering that just last year, the Jordan 1 low black toe OGs actually dropped and none of you guys seem to want them. In fact, that shoe actually went on sale and you can currently get them for below retail on StockX. So it is surprising to me how a pretty similar looking shoe, of course I know this is a Trophy Room collab, but it doesn't seem like you guys like the black toe lows too much, but these are selling for quite a lot of money. The most obvious reason for that is definitely because these were ultra limited. I will leave a StockX link in the description in case you guys were interested in getting these. So overall, here are my thoughts on the Jordan 1 low Trophy Room. I've always been a huge fan of Jordan 1 lows, especially now we're going into that time of the year when we will be wearing that shoe. It's nice to get a hyped collab drop just in time. These definitely pop on feet. If I had to choose a lace option to wear with these, I'm definitely sticking with the blacks. But I have to say that the shoe doesn't really wow me too much. I'm still not really in love with the materials on this. I don't really like that shiny type of look on the toe box of the shoe. And also the embroidered swoosh, I could have used a different material there. So for me, if you manage to get these for retail, then congratulations, it's definitely worth a cop. I personally just would not be paying the resale prices that these are going for though right now on the resale market. As always though, I want to hear your opinion. Let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think about the Jordan 1 low Trophy Room? Are these actually worth the prices they're going for in your opinion? And if you found the video useful, as always, hit that subscribe button. It really does help me out. Make sure you're following me on IG. That's where I'm the most active. TikTok, as well as my sneaker podcast. You can find all those links in the description. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and for watching these videos. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.